want to introduce somebody to you. This is Sharon behind me. Sharon DeMata.
Hi, Sharon.
Hello,
So,
Sharon.
I wanted, random things. Sharon has got this beautiful thing that she's doing out there in the world, and as such things happen, our worlds have collided, and we are all both on missions, and I love her mission so much. So tonight, as you've seen already, right, we have the humanoids. Come on up, Sharon. Let's do this thing. Not making a lot of noise. So Sharon, say hi.
Hi, Sharon. Hi, Sharon.
Very smooth, Robert.
Wow, that was.
That's the way to a girl's heart.
All part of the show.
Smack her right in the mouth with the microphone.
Oh, yeah, this crazy guy in a band jacket smacked me in the face with a microphone.
It's a metaphor.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Oh, okay. Well, so thank you. I think that everybody that's here, we speak through art. It's a language. It's not something that we make. It's not something that we do or hang on a wall. It's how we've spoken through time. And so my question, this art started arguably at Burning Man last year. I had a question, how do you wake up a system that is eating itself? And my answer came in a dream to build a beacon, this beacon of light. It was 250 feet around of glowing acrylic transparent panels representing the illusion of a boundary within ourselves and between each other. And it held 26 different life-sized humanoid canvases like you see there. And each one held a theme and a bucket of markers at its feet. And it invited you in, and it gave everybody back a voice when we've been so silenced. And you became the artist as you became the art. And so they're now going on tour. They're starting to multiply. And so Lauren and I are on a 7,000 journey that started in Reno. I've gone 1,300 miles so far. We're going to be somewhere around between 7 and 8. And we're visiting places like this and handing people a marker and inviting them back into a story told as art. I believe that it is the bridge across our communication gaps. How do we create community? We come here. We play music.
That's right.
And yes, so it's this layering of stories. We have those 3. We have 8 more, including 5 new ones that were just born of race, religion, money, power, and gender. These 5 topics that we are hurting each other over, and we're going to use art and play to heal each other with them. So eventually, yes, they will end up in front of the White House. They're going to get married at Niagara Falls. They're going to do all kinds of fun things using plain absurdity to open up a dialogue. So I invite you to please contribute with your voice. That is first and foremost, but you can also help us keep gas in the tank of the RV. And take a picture. We welcome that as well, too, because that's how we get to do things like this, right, Robert?
Right.
Yeah, it's keep moving the energy around. So thank you for this space that you allowed me to speak.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that.
And thank you for bringing these specific 3 spirits to the room, because they actually embody the next half of the show in so many beautiful ways, right? We've just traveled down this water by the river, the free water right over there, and there's free. And now we move into this other part, which is in honor of the play, in honor of the space, in honor of the place that we're at, where we are safe. That this is a safe and sacred place for us tonight. And I say always when we go into a circle, welcome to this safe and sacred place. And what I mean by sacred is that for just this little bit of time that we get to hang out together, if we just say to each other, this is a sacred place. I'm in a sacred space. I feel safe. I hope that you can capture that feeling with us. And then there's awe. Awe is the medicine of the child. When a child approaches something that it doesn't know, the unknown, their first reaction is always, wow, awe and reverence, awe and wonder, awe and surprise, awe when they see something unknown. So the medicine of awe is a spirit of the child, and that's where we're going to go next. Thank you, Sharon, very much. Give it a round for Sharon.
Just as a quick reminder, if your cell phone is not in airplane mode, please put it in airplane mode or turn it off.
Thank you, Admiral, for checking in on us. Boom, boom. So now, welcome back. I want you to take a very brief moment to sit and look at this space right here. These walls right here tell a story. These walls right here in First Studio. Imagine, if you will, the year is 1949, and this building right here was the very first live broadcast television station west of the Mississippi in 1949. There are pioneer spirits in this building that at the very beginning of when we had this little box called a television, this house right here was the first on one whole half of the country. So take that in just a little bit, because here we are today with a whole new thing about television and broadcasting and putting it out there, right? Boom. So in the pioneer spirit, there were a couple guys that used to hang out here called Wallace and Ladmo. And Wallace and Ladmo, along with a third partner of theirs, Pat McMahon, the three of these old vaudevillians put on a show in here called the Wallace and Ladmo Show. And it was a show designed just for kids. If you were a kid in Phoenix, you wanted to get here and be in this show, right? So we're going to have some fun here for a little while, and we're going to play in this show, right? We're going to honor the pioneer spirit of these two vaudevillians that wanted to bring up this child spirit and make it laugh and all that magic stuff, right? And Wallace and Ladmo had this little vaudeville show, and you would go in, and there's cartoons, and you wanted to get to this show. Why did you want to get to this show? You wanted to get to this show to earn yourself a Ladmo bag. Hey, Clown Man, you want to do me a favor? I need some help. Yeah, no, you're the one. You do me a favor. Grab that bag right there. Yeah, you. Yeah. Grab that bag. Everybody welcome our Clown Man here. Yeah, there you go. No, you're going the wrong way, man. You know, come on. This is what happens when you hire a dirty hippie to do a job. Tie your shoes so you don't fall down. Thank you. That's very smart. Yeah. Yeah, you bring that in there. Yeah, you can set that in there. Right? That's good. Yep, just right down there in the center of the floor. Very good. Way to go, clown. Yeah. Have a seat, clown. When you went on the show, you could earn this Ladmo bag. And right here tonight, in honor of the Wallace and Ladmo bag, we have created for you the Peace by Traveling Medicine Show bag. And we're going to invite you on a little journey into Toontown. Toontown, 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 Toontown. Take me to 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 Toontown.
I'm going to.
When you were a kid in Phoenix, you really wanted to be on that show.
I'm going to.
You would come home from school every night at 4 o'clock, and you would throw your books down on the floor, and you would say, "Not yet, homework. I gotta watch this show, and you would plop yourself on the couch, and maybe mom made a bologna sandwich with nothing on it in the fridge for you when you got home, and you'd grab your sandwich and you'd sit on the couch and you would watch the Wallace Ladmo show because you wanted to win this cool stuff in the bag, right? You wanted to get all these things. Well, we got some really special prizes going on in here. We got the toilet paper. You all seen that, right? This is special right here. Right here, this is rare. This is the rarest thing in town right now, and we just happen to find one for you. So we're going to hope that you win, right? Inside of here, we got some gifts from our vendors out there, right? Like, there's some really good stuff in here. Like, we've got, I can't read that because I don't have my glasses on right now, so we'll have to go in. But there's something, oh, yeah, well, what is that? We got a Hostess cupcake, right? So those are the snacks. Yeah, that's good. Anyway, we're going to win this bag. I'm going to put this down there. Hey, Clown Man, do me a favor. Grab the bag. Stop spinning that thing for a little bit. You're making me dizzy. So you would go down, you would get home, and there were ways that you could win to be on the show. They had contests. So one day, I'm watching the show, and they had this thing called Call a Kid. And it was that little gizmo down there, something a little bit better than what we had. It was this little kind of spinning cart sort of thing, right? And you would fill out this postcard, and you would send it in, and they would put it in that bin, and every night you'd come home, and you would want to watch to see if you won. Toontown, 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 I'm gonna win to Toontown, Toontown, take me to Toontown, 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 take me to Toontown, 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 take me to Toontown, 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 take me to Toontown. Woohoo! Downtown, 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 take me to Toontown, 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 downtown, 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 take me to Toontown, Toontown, Toontown. So anyway, one day I'd sent that card off, and I got home from school, and that thing was going round and 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 round. So I'm sitting there watching the show, and this thing's spinning around, and all of a sudden they stop it. That's right. And Wallace opens up this thing. There you go. You can do it. There you go. He opens up the bin, and he sticks his hand in there, and he pulls out this card, and on the card, my name. Whoa! I won a chance to be on the show. Toontown, 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 Toontown. I won Toontown, 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 Toontown. I won Toontown, 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 Toontown. Take me to Toontown, Toontown, Toontown. I'm going to downtown, Toontown, 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 Toontown. I'm going to Toontown, 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 down Toontown, 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 downtown, down Toontown, 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 take me to Toontown. I'm going to Toontown, 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 take me to Toontown, 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 take me to Toontown, Toontown. So when they reached down and he pulled out that card, the show was live, so there it was. They had your phone number on that card, and they said, hey, and our winner today is Robert. And they go to move to the phone, and I'm already standing next to the phone because I know it's going to ring, and off it goes. Hello? Are you Robert? Yeah. You're the next Call a Kid on Wallace and Ladmo. What? Toontown, 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 take me to Toontown, Toontown, Toontown. I'm going to Toontown, 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 take me to Toontown, Toontown, Toontown. Chow, 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 chow. Take me to Toontown, Toontown, Toontown. I'm going to Toontown, Toontown, Toontown. Whoa! Whoa! wanted to get on this show because it was so cool. And our winner of the medicine bag. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to center stage, Lady Jill Honeywell. Toontown, 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 take me to Toontown, 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 Toontown. Perfect. Welcome to the show, Jill. Or I should say, welcome back to the show. One of the things I love about tonight is I know so many faces in here. I know so many faces in here. So to throw a party on a very special day and look around the room and see faces that I know, it makes my heart very happy. Welcome to the show. Friends and family, right? Toontown, Toontown, take me to Toontown. I'm going to Toontown, Toontown, Toontown. Take me downtown, downtown, downtown. I'm going to Toontown. Toontown, 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 So my mom throws me and my sister, by the way, his sister's right over there. Say hi, sister. Throws me and my sister in the car whenever the show was, and we drove ourselves down here and we walked into this theater. And I can see it now. Through the eyes of a child, a boy, maybe 10 years old, walking in here and looking over there and seeing this orange and yellow set. Very classy for the 70s. That was highfalutin stuff in the 70s. Let's mash up orange and yellow, make it look good. And these two old vaudevillians, Wallace and O'Derby, Ladmo in a top hat with a shirt and a tie painted on it, and Pat McMahon running around on stage being one of his crazy characters. Maud, Aunt Maud, Captain Super, Marshall Good, the funny man that was all the different characters. And here I was watching it, getting my Ladmo bag on the show, and I can see it today. Right over there, there's a 10-year-old spirit that sat in this room to watch the show. And if you'd have told me so long ago that today I'd get to be here again, I would laugh with you like I did on the Wallace and Ladmo show. The medicine of the child is awe and wonder, innocence. And here I am, an older man, and I can recognize that we are our own ancestors. That 10-year-old ancestor right over there is a special spirit that shows me how to be a better man.
They say, speak up, child, speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up. We are living in your word. I hear the voices of my ancestors calling me. I hear the voices of my ancestors calling me. They say, speak up, child, speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up. We are living in your words. I hear the voices. I hear the voices. I hear the voices. I hear the voices. Speak up, speak up. Speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up, so that we too may be heard. With my roots down low, with my roots down low, with my roots down low. With my roots down low. I hear the voices of my ancestors calling me. I hear the voices of my ancestors calling me. I hear the voices. I hear the voices. I hear the voices. I hear the voices of my sweet children calling. I hear the voices of my sweet children calling me. They sing, 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 and tell your stories too, so that we too may be heard. Sing, 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 and tell your stories too, so that we too may be heard. I hear the voices. I hear the voices. I hear the voices. I hear the voices.
Down low,
I hear the voices of my sweet children calling.
with my roots down low, with my roots down low,
I hear the voices. I hear the
with my
voices.
roots down low,
I hear the voices.
with my roots down low,
I hear the voices.
roots down low. With my roots down low. With my roots down low. With my roots down low. When the roots down on the tree with the roots underneath. When the roots down low. When the roots on the tree with the roots underneath. When the roots down low. 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 When the roots down low.
I hear the voices. I hear the voices.
When the roots down low. When the roots down low. When the roots down low.
I hear the voices.
Roots down low. Roots down low.
Prayers matter. Something I've noticed just recently, and maybe you've seen the same thing. Now that we have this way of communicating with each other through fingers typed on boards and platforms where the words on the page are left to our own interpretation of the person's intention behind the words. And it's gotten complicated a little bit, maybe, to understand what the other person is actually saying. or meaning. And one thing I noticed was that when the world turns upside down or somebody loses somebody in their life, and we go to our space where we have friends and acquaintances, and this is the way in which we communicate with each other. And when something uncomfortable happens in somebody's life and they share that with us, we say often, my thoughts and prayers are with you. And then at other times, when maybe more horrific things happen, whether it's man-made or natural, and we say, my thoughts and prayers are with you, somebody might say, yeah, well, that doesn't count. That's not enough. Only action means. As if to say, your prayer just doesn't matter. And I look at that and I go, no. If the only thing I have is sitting behind this screen, behind my closed door, behind my closed curtains, if all I have are the words, my thoughts and prayers are with you, it matters. And it does make a difference. Prayers matter. So as we move maybe just into a little bit of complicated period of time, when maybe we find ourselves in a more uncomfortable place, behind a door, waiting for things to settle down in our little timeout, and all we have are our thoughts and our prayers, then carry those with you. Sometimes the prayers don't have words. Someone once said to me, all thoughts are prayers and all prayers are answered. So be mindful of your thoughts. But sometimes they don't have words. So I invite you in this next little period of time, if you have a prayer, hold it in your heart. And we'll just move that prayer forward with a vibration that comes just through toning or sounds. And if you feel maybe there's a voice in there that needs to make a little sound to get out in your prayer, then please feel free to do that. Ni mea, mea meo. Ni mea, mea meo. Ni mea, mea meo. Hoebie, hoebie. Ni mea, mea meo. Ni mea, mea meo. Ni mea, mea meo. Hoebie, hoebie. Ni mea, mea meo. Ni mea, mea meo. Hoebie, hoebie. Ni mea, mea meo. Ni mea, mea meo. Ni mea, mea meo. Hoebie,
sing for the healing, for the healing of all nations.
I sing for the healing, for the healing of all nations. I sing for the healing, for the healing of all nations.
I call for the walls to fall in the hearts among us all, for all nations.
I sing for the healing, for the healing
with us if you'd like. We sing for the healing, for the healing of all nations. We sing for the healing, for the healing of all nations. We sing for the healing, for the healing of all nations. We sing for the healing, for the healing of all nations. We sing for the healing, for the healing of all nations. Oh, it sounds so beautiful. Sing it one more time. We sing for the healing, for the healing of all nations. We sing for the healing. It feels so good, doesn't it? Healing of all nations. We sing for the healing, for the healing of all nations.
We sing for the healing, for the healing of all nations.
All nations. Every ripple, every song.
We're the Peace by Traveling Medicine Show, and this is our debut. Thank you so much. You want an encore? Yeah.
And I'll sing to this one.
It's almost been a little worked up. Thank you all so much for coming tonight and doing this with us. As you maybe can well imagine, with all of the events around town and the literal devastation of an industry that so many of us rely on for our sustenance and for our careers and for our lives, and to be standing in this building this week, building magic in the room, laying cosmic things on the floor, bringing in these beautiful instruments, and having gotten together for the last 3 months, maybe a little longer than that. Not long. But we got here and we struggled. We struggled every day with the moral, ethical questions being thrown out at us to cancel it all. Stop. Everybody go. Stop. Don't go out and do this. And we honor and respect absolutely the wisdom of that, faced with what we are. We absolutely honor the wisdom of what the professionals are telling us to do. But there was something that said, we can't, we have to do this. And so we did. And here we are.
Thanks for being here.
So,
Brought to you.
brought to you by.
Thank you.
Brought to you by. So just before we get into that beautiful encore that's coming, or the wild one that's coming, because, you know, we can't decide that between the six of us who wants to do which encore. You want to go upbeat and revivalist, all honky-tonk, like, I want to go, or do you want to go into that spiritual, lovely place? I've been ruled out.
It's all spiritual. It's all spiritual.
It's all spiritual.
Not biased at all.
Yeah. Around the room, Mr. Ryan Hall right here is the sound engineer wizard behind all of this. The drums, the vocals. Thomas Harposaurus Jarvie over here on the harp. And over here to my left, Mr. Aaron Orich, with all of these gizmos and gadgetry. And down here to my right, this dirty hippie clown over here. This is my good buddy Jerry. He came out from Kansas City, Missouri, just for this special thing. He's only been with us for like 3 days. It was like, Jerry, I know what you can do. Do it.
So good.
Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you.
And across the room, the beautiful, beautiful, all songs tonight are Kate's originals, what she's bringing forth.
That have only really been brought forth with the magic, truly brought forth with the magic of this ensemble coming together and flowing the way we do. And that in great part is due to the magnetism of Mr. Robert Farthing. Robert has this way of magnetizing really incredible people to him, and then he sees things happen. And he says, the constellation maybe could look like this. And so, you know, all of these little lights in us decided to meet up and create the ensemble before you. So very grateful to Robert for holding the beacon up and
It's all just water by the river.
calling us in.
It's all just water by the river. It's right over there. Get it for free. But if you want it from us, thank you very much for your support. We have a vision that we can bring this out into the world somehow, and that the world somehow needs a good dose of peace right now. I find peace to be 90% effective at moving through a big pile of garbage. If you just hold peace in your heart as you're moving through the garbage, it kind of does wash away a lot of the other stuff that comes with it. So that's what we're selling here at the Peace by Medicine Show, is just peace. So if you're inclined to help support us along the way, we don't know what's going to happen. The world fell out from underneath our feet as we were launching into the Peace by Traveling Medicine Show, whatever that means. The Traveling Medicine Show all of a sudden means we're going live somehow, and we're going to broadcast this. Let's go on the virtual road. Let's go in the airwaves. We're in a legacy building here that was first to do broadcasting to the airwaves, and now in this critical time we get an opportunity to do something meaningful like this in the same space and say, you know what, it's time to clean up the airwaves. Let's do that with peace as our intention. So that's kind of our mission. If you wish to support us, follow all of the things, the Instagrams and the Facebooks and the hashtags and the nana.
You sound really up on it, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we have to mention, like, we had this crazy idea, and we've been gathering together in, like, a warehouse and, like, doing this, like, ridiculous stuff for a while. But when we started to do this event, there was, like, a pretty insane community that happened around it. And there are some people here tonight that have, like, made this thing possible. And to all of you that have given time to this thing, to, like, see this thing happen, there's a whole group of dudes in that room right there that are just handling our video broadcasts, our audio.
Our sound.
We've got
Mr. Francisco Flores back in that thing, right?
Yeah,
Francisco.
absolutely.
Everything on the wall tonight is the wizardry of of San Francisco back there.
We've got Steve Arcus calling the video shots,
Yeah,
and
Steve
Sam mixing
Arcus.
audio,
Yeah.
and there's just
Sam.
been, it's incredible how many people popped up around this thing, and to have you guys all be here, and those moments where, you know, this is a lot, this is a big production, and those moments where it's kind of like, I don't want to do this anymore, you guys just like popped in and made it all like, all right, well, if you're going to do it, you have no sticks in this pile, so thanks for your time, thanks for your effort, thanks for your energy.
Yes.
So
And
much.
you guys too, everyone here, you guys totally could have stayed home. You could have gone anywhere. You paid $20 to walk into some random building like no one's probably ever been in here, right? Has anyone been in this building before besides, okay, you guys get out
The
of
old kid natives, Arizona, Arizona, Arizona.
But for most of you, like me, I had never walked in until we came in here to do this. So this is a pretty special thing.
And a
thanks to
big,
everybody
big,
for coming out.
big, huge thanks to Randy Murray and Teresa Murray, the owners of this building, who are
Thank you.
the preservationists of this amazing space, the preservationists of this. Is there anything we forgot? Our cameraman,
The mobile.
what, the mobile?
Oh yeah,
Who
Cat
built
Dragon,
that?
remember?
Cat.
From the beginning?
Yes.
She built that.
We did that early, Cat Dragon.
Clap to that.
Cat, the mural. Yeah,
And of
Patty
course, we'd
Magic.
like to thank our sponsors, Cottonelle, Quilted Northern,
Purell.
and Purell, and NyQuil.
And hot, sudsy water when you run out. You want to take us someplace, you two?
There.
Let's go there.
Sure.
This might be a sing-along.
Maybe. Could be.
Oh, sorry, hold on.
Tease.
This guy over here plays music and mixes all at the same time. It's like the octopus.
He is like the octopus. We have the octopus, the Harposaurus, the beast,
We're turning into
the
the Power
electronic
Rangers.
beast over here.
And I'm a whole arc of spirit animals that just show up
Okay.
random, like feral animals that just like unleash themselves. Squirrels, that's my power animal, squirrels. Yeah.
There's a nut joke in there somewhere.
Oh, totally. You know, the squirrels
Everybody
are like,
knows
the
it.
squirrels are like, hey, look at this. What? No, over there. Yeah, follow us down the squirrel hole. We're gonna show you your nuts.
Anyone that wants to go with Robert into the squirrel holes, $10 to sign up at the door.
And don't forget to buy a T-shirt.
And all the things.
Yeah, the t-shirts are cool though. I'm gonna plug
T-shirts
those.
are cool, yeah.
T-shirts are super cool out there.
I
Colorful.
think he's stalling.
Nice.
And there's a donation bucket just for fun.
I heard there was a secret chord that Davy played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah.
what you hear at night. It's not someone who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Thank you all for coming.
We did it.